Hey, Lobbert here again with another Pauper Brew. As always, the deck list is in the video description along with timestamp links if you want to skip to a match. Please like my video, I really appreciate it. It boosts my visibility on YouTube, and subscribe to be notified of more Pauper content. So let's get into the deck. I'm covering my blue-green Emerge deck. It's built around Wretched Gryff. I used to run it of the Horrid Swarm, but it's a little bit too much converted mana cost wise, and it really just gummed up the ground, which was good, but not really what I was looking for. The deck is basically looking to overwhelm them with flyers and lots of card advantage, so we're gonna need some creatures to sack to this Wretched Gryff. First off, I have these 4 of Sky Shroud Cutter. You can play this for free as long as you have a forest. They end up gaining 5 life, but you're not winning the game anytime quickly. So it makes it possible to play a Wretched Gryff on turn 2, and that's definitely something we're trying to do, but it's not so important. I'm really trying to play this so that I can keep up mana for like counter spells and really get ahead with my other creatures. I'm also running a 4 of Stormbound Geist. This card is great in the current meta. There's lots of flyers that you want to deal with, and any black deck, you're just going to kind of laugh because this is usually what blue decks are sideboarding into to deal with that kind of strategy, and we're main decking it. We've also got a 4 of Seagate Oracle. I'm basically looking to hit more creatures with this a lot of the time, or maybe land, so Augur of Boros won't do it, and the extra converted mana cost really helps with Wretched Gryff. So this is what's holding our ground along with our Sky Shroud Cutter. And then we have a 4 of Muldrifter. I've cut back on these, but I'm back up to 4. The card advantage is just too real on this card, and it wins me a lot of games. So that's basically the creature suite. You're trying to fly over and just kind of outclass their creatures. We're playing 4 Ponder, 4 Preordain. It's kind of a shame we can't run Hooting Mandrills. There's no reason we can't other than I'm only running 1 forest. I'm never tapping that forest for green mana unless I'm like flooded and I'm just playing a Sky Shroud Cutter. But I just found that it was only blocking, and I would rather just have more flyers. These really help me find more land. It's a very mana hungry deck. I'm running 22 land already in a 4 cantrip deck with lots of creatures that draw me cards, and I'm still usually looking for extra land. The free spells really help with playing Counterspell and Prohibit. You kind of lock your opponent out of the game after a certain amount of time. Like, you're just trying to get ahead on board and then just play counterspell after counterspell and really frustrate your opponent that way. I'm also running 2 Mutagenic Growth. The deck doesn't have any removal other than those counter spells, so once something is resolved, you have to beat it in combat. It's also super helpful if you're playing against some kind of red deck to save one of your creatures, because they're really, really important to this deck. I know that a lot of the time you're drawing a card off of them, but I'd rather have them on the field. So these 2 Mutagenic Growths are fantastic. If you don't need them, you can always get rid of them with Ponder or Preordain. And then for my mana base, I'm only running 2 Ash Barrens, and then I've got 4 Terramorphic Expanse, 15 islands, and a forest. I ran more forests, and it felt awful. Like, you need so many blue mana with this deck that you just don't want to stutter. And I've thought about playing the dual lands. It's just not worth it since you just only need blue spells, and having them come in untapped for like counterspell is really important. In the sideboard, I'm running a singleton Aura Flux. This is pretty great against enchantments. I know green can deal with enchantments pretty well, and we are running 4 Nature's Claim. I kind of figured I'm having them gain 5 life with Sky Shroud Cutter anyway, so what's 4 more life if it gets an important artifact or enchantment off the field, and then once I'm ahead, I just beat in with my flyers. I've got a Fadeaway. This is specifically for elves. It can hurt us a bit, but it's supposed to hurt elves more. I've tested that matchup very little, so we'll see how it does. Actually, hopefully not. Let's hope we just don't go against elves. And then we have Hydroblast. Instead of playing some kind of slower spell like Pulse of Marasa, I just opted to play the 4 Hydroblast, and I found that to just be the best way to both protect my creatures and remove permanents. It's great when these are just a kill spell. I don't think I have to justify Hydroblast too much. I've got 2 Relic of Progenitus. This is for really grindy games where graveyards matter. And then I've got 2 Scattershot Archer. I'm not sure about this slot. I feel like there might be a better card to deal with Delver. It might just be like a gut shot, but I don't care too much about my low converted mana cost things. So, well, we're going to be looking at this card as one of the ones to switch out in the sideboard. In my maybe board, I have Rush of Knowledge. I've played this card when I first started the deck. It was drawing me 4 to 7 cards pretty frequently, but then it gummed up my hand the rest of the time. It was very much a win more card. If I cast it, yeah, I could counterspell them for pretty much the rest of the game, but my creatures are so expensive that I was still only playing about one of them a turn. Then I've also got It of the Horrid Swarm. It just was too big, so I also should put Hooting Mandrills right here. Again, Hooting Mandrills had the same problem as It of the Horrid Swarm in just being, it ended up being a blocker, and that's kind of not what we're looking for. We're looking to attack with flyers. Anyway, let's get into the games. All right, here we go, round 1. This is a good hand, lots of cantrips. Bad habit of just auto-yielding first turn. Just making sure I'm not. Okay. So I'm going to start off with... Let's do a Ponder. So this isn't bad. Don't need the Preordain yet. And then I'll just be drawing these 2 anyway. See if we look at what our opponent is playing. Red. Oh no. So I've won this matchup before. It's not easy though. I do want another land, but that's kind of slow. I think we can do it since we can play that on for our 4th land. So I'll keep both of those on top. The shuffle effect will be nice. Maybe. Followed up with another... I'm going to be shuffling anyway. Let's grab one of these. I guess I won't be shuffling the other one away. I'll just be shuffling the turn after that. I still don't want 2 of those. I want to be able to play Muldrifter on 5. And I am kind of looking for a Wretched Griff. I think our first play is going to be this Seagate Oracle. Man, they're just popping off. So first thing we want to do... Oh, there's a Wretched Griff. So if I play Seagate Oracle this turn, I can block. But then after that, I can't play this Wretched Griff, really. If I play the Stormbound Geist, I think the right play is to play the Seagate Oracle. Definitely going to want another counterspell so that they can't just, like, burn me out. This doesn't do anything about Fire Blast, but it'll help me. I bet you they're just going to bolt this. No? Full swing, doesn't matter what I block. Mutagenic, alright. I'm actually okay with that. Another Stormbound Geist is pretty bad. So we can either... I think we want to counterspell last, so let's just put a Stormbound Geist out there. This is one of our worst matchups, I want to say. But after board, it should get pretty favorable. I'm just going to crack this. I don't really care to leave anything up. Can't block, so probably dead. If they have a Bushwhacker, I'm dead. Oh! They didn't have a creature to play. So let's attack in. Maybe we can start racing a little bit. So I can either play my Ponder or Preordain first, and then my Wretched Gryff. But I get one deeper if I do the Gryff first. So it doesn't matter the order on these. Another Prohibit. Just double check. I don't think I played a land this turn. My turn, attack, Gryff. Yeah. So let's go find a land with our Ponder. There it is. So I can't shuffle that. Drop that. Preordain. Probably keeping both of these cantrips on top. Now Undo doesn't work with Preordain. It used to only not work with Ponder. It's kind of lame. It's probably, I think it's a Preordain and a Ponder. Bolts my Stormbound Geist. I guess it doesn't kill a Wretched Gryff. So I think Moldrifter is the play. Just as another blocker, and it'll probably hit me a land drop. Yeah. Preordain. I don't want another Stormbound. Are we just too stacked on these Prohibits? Two, three. Thinking about bottoming this. We've already got 3. I think we can hit more. There's next turn's land drop. So you think it's just Fire Blasts building up in his hand? That's what I think it is. So next turn is the turn we start holding a counterspell like indefinitely. So we'll just drop Stormbound. And then we're just going to counterspell for the rest of the game. And let Stormbound Geist attack. I'm just playing to not lose. Prohibit hits that, so that's what we do. But now he can attack with all of his creatures. He'll lose 2 of them. I think he just didn't hit creatures long enough that we're gonna win this. So let's just go ahead and jinx ourselves. Fire Blast on my guy. That's counterspell. Oh, no attack. All right. We hit our land. I'm going to Ponder just to see how I'm going to play out this turn. Moldrifter's good. Let's see, I have 7, 8. I have 7 this turn, so I could leave up 1 counterspell. I think that's an acceptable risk. And I'll get the rest of these 2 cards after that. 5. So there's definitely an argument here to just start closing out the game a little bit quicker. A heal cutter or something would be pretty annoying. I guess I have counterspell for a heal cutter. I'm at a pretty high life total. Let's just try to win. And I will prefer to use mutagenic to stop any burn spells rather than use like a counterspell. Okay. So since we won game 1, we're incredibly favored. We get to play 4 Hydroblasts. I think that's it, though. A Moment's Peace is worth considering, but I'm usually starved on cards to cut. So we can cut Stormbound Geists. I will be a little bit starved on creatures to sack for Wretched Griff. And then I'm kind of wondering, I don't think the life is worth it on this mutagenic. I would rather not leave up mana for Moment's Peace. So maybe these Stormbound Geists are better. It would be kind of funny to run like some artifact lands or something so that we can Nature's Claim them, but I'm not about that life. Stormbound or mutagenic? I like the Stormbound, to be honest. It's like our win con a lot of the time. I'm not running that many creatures. Nah, let's cut those and play a 1/1 split on Moment's Peace mutagenic. I think that this will come in handy. So I'm probably going to play Terramorphic first turn. Almost definitely. Just going and getting an island and then hold up Counterspell for turn 2. Basically counter whatever he plays. Oh, no first turn play. That's really good for us. So I'll just use this yield until next end step feature. Oh, he's on 1 land. He mulliganed pretty hard. I don't think there's any way we lose this now. Wow. So now we got Hydroblast up. We're going to go shields down for just a minute to cast that Seagate Oracle on 3. Yeah, let's just go with islands. Ooh. I'm going to be greedy and go for this Ponder. We've got blockers. We've got counter spells. Burns our guy. No big deal. So this is... Let's ponder and see if we can... Oh my goodness. So I'm going to stack them like this so that I can play that, go and get my Sky Shroud Cutter, and then I think there's an island we want to get rid of next. Oh, he's probably thinking about Pyroblast or something? Not sure. Let's grab Sky Shroud. Just jam that. Probably thinking about which one to burn. That is the right choice if you've seen Wretched Griff. Not a big deal. Especially since it can't attack alone. I'm not in too big of a hurry to actually get this Griff on the field. Should I be? Nah. So let's just pass. Hold up our counter spells, and then we're going to crack Terramorphic at the end of their turn. Betcha that's the first time this red deck wins. Player's been at 25. And I am freezing. Okay. So let's just let them gain a whole bunch. They're at 30. Oh, or block alone. I guess I would rather block with this. So that's a prohibit target, so we cast prohibit. Basically, anytime you see a target that is able to be hit by prohibit, you just cast prohibit. So I'm going to turn my Sky Shroud Cutter into a Wretched Griff this turn. Probably should have done that last turn. Oh well. I'm kind of getting lax when I'm this far ahead. It would be more aggressive, I suppose, to swap out my Oracle, so I'll do that. Mutagenic is good. It's as good as a counterspell a lot of the time. And he's still on one land, poor guy. Jekyll Familiar needs a buddy. Go ahead and play him a buddy. Or not. Probably drawing all his Fire Blasts and stuff. Just gonna get aggressive. Ponder will probably find us a blocker. And I might end up casting that Griff for 2. Another Hydroblast is definitely means we're gonna keep this. I don't know if I want that Preordain. Yeah, I do. So let's go like this. And then I'm just gonna merge this. I don't think he's gonna cast 2 spells. So let's go get our land. Doesn't matter on that Preordain. Just do it now. One of the great things about Wretched Griff is that it's a colorless creature. You can't Pyroblast this. You can't really do anything to it. It gets past a lot of effects, like Guardian of the Guild Pact? I've blocked a lot of Guardians with a Wretched Griff. So now we've kind of just got the lock. We have 4 counter spells in hand. So he's now back down below 20. Yeah, it's just too late. Okay, so that was an easy win. All right, round 2. Bad hand. Decent hand, I guess? I can't throw this back, but it doesn't really do much. On 3, I can evoke my Muldrifter. Definitely bottoming a mutagenic. So we saw last game how well this deck plays from ahead. If I'm just trying to get myself into a position where I'm ahead and then punish, punish, punish. I'm not going to counter this Rift Bolt. I believe this is burn, so I'm going to try to counter their multiplier effects and then save my counter spells for the burn spells that are lethal. So I'll take this opportunity to play a tap land. I'm not going to play this Muldrifter tapped unless I absolutely have to, and I'd rather play counterspell. So 2 red decks so far. I'm not complaining. Our sideboard is really stacked against mono red. Ah. So this is a great turn. So I get to play Sky Shroud Cutter. And then I'm going to just go ahead and emerge that before he has priority or anything. And then pass the turn with Counterspell up. So we're card neutral there. Magma Jet, not a big deal. Just going to counter multiplier effects and anything that really tries to kill my Wretched Griff. Even then, I might let my Griff die. So this is a big burn spell, actually, and I'm starting to think that he's not playing creatures. So I feel pretty confident in countering this. We know he's tapped out. If he sacrifices stuff to Fire Blast or whatever it's called, or Wretched Griff, that's a-okay. All right. So let's get in with our Griff. Another consideration for this deck was Ninja of the Deep Hours. It works pretty well with Sky Shroud Cutter, but it just was super inconsistent. It has a high converted mana cost and stuff. I don't know. So Stormbound is just an attacker. I'm kind of looking for more counter spells or things that will find me more counter spells. And then, have I played land this turn? I have played land this turn. I'm going to be greedy and put that on the bottom. Another Stormbound Geist. So I'm actually just going to leave a Prohibit. I can play Stormbound next turn. Lava Spike, no big deal. So now we're in... This puts us in Fire Blast range, and I can't deal with a Fire Blast. So I'm kind of looking to cycle this Mole Drifter. We'll see what we draw. Maybe we'll see what we draw. Okay. Definitely cycling a Mole Drifter this turn. We've got a long way to go. Let's just yield. So we did find our counterspell. I'm guessing he just has like 3 Fire Blasts in hand? I can't really figure out what's going on in there. So now we can either cast Mole Drifter or we can cast Stormbound Geist. I think Mole Drifter is definitely where I want to be. It could also be Searing Blaze, in which case Stormbound would be the better play. No. I'm trying to just get in a position where I can counterspell every turn. I can actually cycle Wretched Griff for 1 mana. I'm not interested in doing that as long as... Okay, something bad might happen this turn. I'm going to let that resolve. And I think the Fire Blasts are coming. So I have to counter this. Fire Blast? Yeah. We almost got there. So easy there. I don't think mutagenic is important. Keeping our creatures alive is kind of important, but not at the cost of 2 life. Still nothing to Nature's Claim. I guess we could board in Relic and a Nature's Claim, but that sounds awful. Like all of our counter spells. Mole Drifter does seem slow. Actually, it seems better than Seagate Oracle? No. Where to make cuts? It could just be Sky Shroud Cutter. It doesn't give us any advantage. It's not resilient or as good at attacking as Stormbound Geist. I didn't see any Curse of the Purest Heart, so I don't think we're bringing in Nature's Claim. I think we have the time that we'll find our creatures. So let's take out some of these less good creatures. Well, it's kind of exactly what last game's hand looked like. So let's try to cycle our Ash Barrens on his end step. Exiles a Rift Bolt. So let's go get a forest. Forest. Play that. Pass. It's looking like we're gonna have to evoke Mole Drifter. This looks like a creatureless version. Okay, so that's probably going to get Searing Blazed, but we kind of just have to. Lightning bolts my face. Okay. Lightning bolts my face. Okay. I'll take the counterspell and pass the turn. So next turn we can't actually do 2 spells, but since this seems like it's a creatureless version, I'm going to go for one of the creature spells. Ouch. Okay. Seems like it's going to be a while before we can cast that Muldrifter with Counterspell back up. Could just die next turn. It's a very real possibility. Let's be greedy. I guess it's not greedy holding up mana for Counterspell. Sure. Okay, looking good. We can cast Muldrifter, but we probably just die if we do. So I think this is a patience game right now. 3. So I don't want this to rebound. That's 4 damage. I'm okay using a counterspell for 4 damage. I want to save the Hydroblasts because they just cost less. That is 5 damage. I'm okay with 3 damage. So we only have 1 counterspell. So this is exactly when we want to cast our Muldrifter. We're getting close. Are we going to be able to actually attack? That'd be pretty amazing. Wow. Let's get in for 2. So I think I'm going to just kind of start digging. That's a good card. Got 2 Hydroblasts. Let's ponder. Muldrifter, Preordained, Seagate Oracle. That seems alright to me. I want that Muldrifter, but I won't need it for a little bit. So let's put Muldrifter, Seagate, Preordain, and then I can Preordain. I think both of those are fine. I don't need... Oh, by the time I can cast them, we'll have both, so that's fine. So I have 7 here, so I can leave up both of my Hydroblasts. But I would rather find another counterspell. I'll take the Ash Barrens. Land drops seem important to me right now. And I could potentially find another... I think I'll go ahead and emerge this, just in case I find, like, counterspell. Nope. Okay. I wouldn't want to lose the game because I got greedy there. Exile Riftbolt. That is fine with me. Let's get in for 5. Got a 3-turn clock here. So I don't actually need anything but counterspells, so I'm just going to start evoking Mole Drifters. Let's yield. There's some counterspells. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I just need 4 mana for my counterspells. So I can spare 1 for this Preordain. Don't really care about a Sky Shroud. Let's grab another Prohibit. I think I'm going to let this Rift Bolt resolve. If my opponent casts it, that is. He can choose not to cast it. Or cast it at one of my guys. That would be fine. Cast it at my Wretched Griff. Be a guy. Alright, my opponent AFK'd for a couple minutes while Rift Bolt was on the stack. So now I have to start countering really anything. Might get bad. So now he's got a red if he casts like... Oh, we did it. Oh, we got him out of spells. That was close. So let's just start getting in. And we have to dig. So we found our counterspell. That's game. Got there. Oh my gosh. So we still haven't seen anything that would indicate we should sideboard any differently than this. So I'm just going to go ahead and submit. We've had 2 really bad hands against this guy, and we're kind of holding our own. Hopefully this is a good hand that I can keep. Come on, 6th. So this is a 1-lander. I'm going to keep it on the back of Preordain. We do need to hit 3 mana for this hand to do anything. So maybe it's not a keeper. Double Mole Drifter. So 4 of these cards don't do anything. The 5th card really doesn't do anything. So I think I ship this back. This is much better. I'll keep a land on top so that I can use my Ponders and Preordains to put lands on the bottom. And I know that I'll need it eventually. What is this? If there are 2... Oh yeah, this is one of the new cards. So if it doesn't have haste this turn, it's only your graveyard, right? Yeah. I think it's +1/+0 and haste. So I'm going to start with the Preordain. Don't really care about a Stormbound Geist, and we'll hit more land. Told you we would. Gitaxian Probe? Well, what just happened? This is the same opponent, right? So it seems like this is his only creature. Well, I take that back. We saw this the first game, so that was a dumb thing to say. Not going to have anything to throw in front of the Keldon Marauder, so that's basically a Lava Axe for 2. We're not going to be able to cast this Ponder for 2 turns. If we don't Ponder now, we won't be able to do it for 2 turns, really. I feel like. So I think we do it. Or do we just hold it up in case he has another Keldon Marauder? That seems better. Yeah. This feels like a losing game right now. Can't counter Chain Lightning. I mean, I could, but it just wouldn't be worth it. Wow. So I'm going to be at 9. When that Marauder leaves the battlefield. So Hydroblast is basically what we want to see. So let's grab our Hydroblast. And then he's probably going to kill our guy. Yeah. Then we'll take 2 this turn plus whatever he plays out of hand. This is getting out of hand. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. And I basically have to spend this Hydroblast on his creature if I don't draw 1. Flame Rift. And then Fire Blast, I'm dead. Oh, no. So I'm going to get that while he can't do anything. Let's Ponder. I like the Seagate Oracle. I'll draw the Mole Drifter as well. I'll draw all those cards, actually. I'm probably dead this turn. So we just saw him make a land drop. If I play a creature, the chances that he's going to have another land to Searing Blaze... What do you think that is? I know I'm drawing a land next turn. Am I in a hurry? I don't think I'm in a hurry. I want to be able to play a 3-drop and leave up 2 counterspells. So this is something we have to counter. Interestingly enough, this isn't something we have to counter. It does us 2, but 2 is not 3. We have the answer with Seagate. I'm taking an island here if I find it. Don't find it, so I'm gonna grab a counterspell, and I think we're dead. Don't dead me. Do not. Was that just 1 damage? I feel like I could have played that better. All right, round 3. Let's have a good game. Playing against Box. And he's deciding if he wants to go first. Okay, there we go. So I have 3 counter spells and a ponder, so I guess this is keepable. The counter spells should buy me time until I can actually hit 3 land. Well, that is if I hit a land off of the 4 here. Because I've played a fair number of games where I'm running 22 land, I cast a ponder, and I can't find one. Or I can't find a land. I've cast like a ponder and then a preordain. And still. So he goes down to 6 cards. Plains? What? It's Pauper. You can't use plains. Okay. Found it. Got there. I already have a Wretched Gryph, so let's shuffle the Gryph away. Oh, life gain. So this looks like Rallygond. I could have played Terramorphic and put up my Hunter, but that's not where my priorities are. My priorities are keeping like combo pieces off the field. I can pretty much block those indefinitely, but I have the mana right now. Let's see if we can just keep him off of things. You know, things. Oh, I said we'd shuffle away that Wretched Gryph. My counting was off. Let's yield to these. So now he's like a floppity Jillian. I think we just pass. Next turn, hopefully we hit an island, so that we can start getting with Wretched Gryph. Start getting in with Wretched Gryph. Huh. I want a land. I might just Oracle for land. Yeah, it also allows us to attack. Don't think he's stacking here. guess Preordain is going to have to do. It sucks. Come on, land. Oh, there we go. I'll keep both of those. Thank you very much. Just going to keep getting in with my Sky Shroud. He's got Battle Screech numbers here. Next turn I know that I'm going to be able to cast... I have a land on top, so I'm going to be able to cast my 3-drop and hold up Counterspell. So let's just hold up Counterspell. They're going to just rot in our hand if we don't get to using them. I don't care. Do I care? He can flashback Battle Screech even if I counter it if this resolves. I don't care. Okay. Let's get in here. Play our Stormbound Geist, and we're going to be able to Wretched Griff next turn off this Stormbound Geist to make it a bigger guy. He's getting flooded. That's the thing about putting all those Soul's Attendants in your deck. Whenever I've done that, it's just, it feels like card disadvantage. Since they don't really do much. Yeah, he gets a bunch of triggers, but the way we win this game is based off board state, not really life. Yeah, I don't care. So this turn I'm considering playing Wretched Griff to replace probably the Seagate Oracle. That works. Oh man, he is just not drawing well, I guess. Okay, so let's... Maybe he's got a bunch of Rally the Peasants in hand or something. I don't know. So I think as long as we have like one creature to block. I don't think it changes the math actually if we attack this turn or not. With our Sky Shroud Cutter. Oh wait, yes it does, because he's going to gain a whole bunch more life. Unless of course he never casts another spell, in which case we just win. So we're just looking for counter spells, so I'll take that one. See if he casts a spell this turn. Nope. I'm going to go back to attacking. I think I'm getting kind of lax since he hasn't been doing anything. I might have given an opening here that I didn't need to. Since I can only cast one counterspell, Rally the Peasants is getting pretty scary if he has multiples. If he has 2 Rally the Peasants, he can play one, flash it back, and can he play the other one? Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7. No, he would need 9 mana to do that. But if these are attacking for 5 apiece, even with 2, I'm dead. So that was a mistake. I shouldn't have cast this Muldrifter. Oh wait, I can counter 1. Yeah, so they'd be attacking for 3. This is getting worrisome. But if he plays whatever we talked about just a second ago, Rally the Peasants, I want to be able to counter it. But he's back to 30. So he's trying to attack for lethal here. Let's kill that one, since it doesn't look like the other ones. So I want to leave up as much counter magic as possible, but I think it's safe to ponder. I wanted to hit this Seagate. Let's do that. Attack for 9 again. See, 5, 6, 7 still. Blocking is getting more and more important since he can just kind of overwhelm my creatures. So now he has 6. No, thank you. So it's not... There's no green here. Yeah, no. That's what he's been sitting on. Perfect. So now... no attack with this. Let's get in with these since they're the biggest. Hit for 9. So I'm just gonna do this. I'm really just gonna grind him out of the game. I don't care about a Soul's Attendant. And I'll just keep hitting for 9. Yeah. At this point, I just play that. 9, yeah. What are this? Squadron Hawk. Oh, I can play so many Squadron Hawks. I'm gonna try to win. Okay. And then just get in. Unless he has prismatic strands, in which case he only takes 6, and then I could mutagenic. Okay, that worked. So I don't have much against tokens except for fade away. Oh, I have Scattershot Archer. And then I guess I have Moment's Peace. Fade away is very much a double-edged sword. It all seemed pretty good. The Mole Drifter I'm going to cut down on. I feel like there's just too many in the deck right now, and that's been giving me janky hands. I think I can hold the air with my Scattershot Archers. I don't know if I need the Fade Away, and it could just be a dead card. The Moment's Peace, I think, is going to save me enough. So I think just Mole Drifter, mutagenic is what I take out. So this seems fine. He goes first again. I am down on time. That's just because I actually cast spells last game and he didn't. Second Sky Shroud Cutter without any green. Gather the townsfolk, that's 2 dudes. Another island, not really what I want to see. Squadron Hawk would be a good counter. That sounds annoying, but is it? I think that means he can attack into my Seagate Oracle over and over, so I'm going to counter that. So let's go... Okay, are we going to go look for a green land here? I don't think we need to since we can't play it this turn, so let's play our Stormbound. He gets in. He is aware of the clause that this can't block his creatures. Some people don't know that for some reason. I don't need another cutter. Let's grab a Preordain and cast it. I will take that very much. Thank you very much, I mean. I will very much take that. And then I don't think I want a Mole Drifter. What kind of a person doesn't want a Mole Drifter? I think a me kind of person doesn't want a Mole Drifter. I don't have green for that creature I just put on top of my library and can't remove from the top of my library. So maybe the Mole Drifter will help me find it. It's a blocker. Let's keep it. I have the mana for it. So let's see, no attack this turn. Look at this scary gate Oracle. You don't want to attack. Uh-oh. Yeah. Ow. Well, this isn't doing anything, so let's do that. So we can either play Mole Drifter as a blocker, or we can evoke it. I think I'm going to evoke it, looking for green. That's definitely not green, so let's just hold up a counterspell, I guess. Gonna be taking 4 here. That might be game. With all the dig, I usually find the green. Yeah, I'll concede. Let's just run it back. Maybe there were some decisions there where I could have chosen to put some more stuff on bottom to find that green mana so I could play blockers. I think that is probably how I could have gotten out of that game. All right, choose to play first, of course. So this is a strange hand. It's good, but strange. Because I don't know whether or not I want to go get a forest. This is probably the best turn to go get that forest, though. I don't know what on 2 mana I want to counter. So I'm going to ponder. I like that. Let's put that on the bottom. Shield until his end step. Can't do anything. Not going to bluff. Hope this isn't a veteran armor. No veteran armor. You can be... Yeah, that's fine. Let's go get our forest. He hasn't played any flyers, actually, except for Squadron Hawk. That's fine. I don't think I'm really in the racing business, so we're gonna play the patient game, I think. I give absolutely zero craps about your Squadron Hawk. I have not seen like a mono white deck like this in quite a while. It's not even playing like Rally. It's gotta be playing Rally the Peasants. There was red. Unless they were just playing that as a bounce land for extra mana. Waiting on my opponent. Okay. So I guess what he was thinking about was that bounce land. He's going to have to discard. And I guess he wants to discard with full information. I bet he's going to discard one of those Squadron Hawks. He did. He does. Okay. There's a Stormbound Geist. So now we have a plan, and we've got a blocker. And we've got a counterspell. That's pretty much the combo. Peck. So I'm actually going to pay 4 for this. I have the mana this turn, and I don't want to give him like infinite turns to fix whatever problems he has with his hand. He took out like all of his Soul's Attendants and stuff, I want to say. I haven't seen any in either of these games. I haven't seen any sideboard cards at all, really? But what kind of sideboard cards does mono white board into? Oh, there's one. Alright, no play from my opponent. I don't want to get overwhelmed again, but I think I'd basically be trading this Cutter for the Raven Inspector. I don't think that's worth it. So I'll leave that back. Let's play another Scattershot Archer. Don't really care about his tiny guys. I only care about the pump spells. Oh, he got rid of one of these hawks. Pop's Clue. So I guess he's just saving those hawks until he has more Soul's Attendants effects on the field. Yeah, well. I feel more confident than I would in his position, so let's use up our Prohibit. And then let's use our Counterspell. Is he debating attacking? Can't attack. So let's pop our thing. We're gonna be going for a Mole Drifter. 2, 3, 4, 5. Always yield, always yield. Well, oh, that's a tough choice. Counterspell or Mole Drifter? I think I choose the Counterspell just because those Guardian's Pledges are such a beating. I know this turn I can block enough that I'm not going to die from a Guardian's Pledge. But then I'll have like a clear board. Okay, so we made it. That was like the moment of truth. Ooh! Ooh. Let's get another Geist. So I can attack with this, this, and this now. I wonder if he boarded in Flaring Pain. Now is probably a good time to think about that after we fully committed to this play. Alright, so I'm going to be taking some damage. Why wouldn't I be taking damage this turn? Alright, whatever. So now I'm just attacking with the flyers. trying to close out this game. So what's he going to target here? I don't see good targets for him. 6. It does change the clock, but he has so many cards in hand. Oh, is he trying to get both of my guys off the field? Battle Screech. Alright, that's fine. Did you not see the other one? He's probably trying to flash it back. There's the flashback. And then this is just, I think he just didn't realize I had a second Scattershot Archer. I guess. Oh, no, he has 2. Oh, I am so dumb. I forgot that he had veteran armor. I think I just threw. Oh, no. I don't have any bounce effects. So I'm going to have to grind through these now. Oh. I thought my opponent was dumb, but it was the me who dumb. I don't think I care about counter spells now that I have 2. I got one anyway. So, shoot, dude. He's got 4 flyers. Says he just doesn't care about my attack. I'm hoping we get an Alpha Strike. Yes! Okay, so no Alpha Strike. Ah, I see, I see. I don't want to have to fight through that many flyers. Squadron Hawks are fine. I think that's all of his Hawks. I can get this stupid box out of the way. Ah, that's so dumb. I could have won by now if I would have countered that Journey to Nowhere. Let's just keep the flyers gone. I can't beat through that many. Let's see what this grabs us. I think those are fine cards. Don't want the island. I do want the Oracle. Let's go get something off Oracle. Cutter doesn't do anything. Does it? No. Let's grab the island. So, flyer, flyer, flyer. Swingificate. All the battle screeches. Gotta say, yeah. Dang it, man. I'm beating myself up so bad. I'll just never be able to kill his guys if he has a second veteran armor. Right now, my like only hope is to pressure lethal and then start picking off guys. Another Sky Shard Cutter. So I'm hitting for like 6 a turn. That's so pitiful compared to what he's doing. Cycle is steppy. Yes, I know it's step. So this is lethal. So I've got 2 turns with Moment's Peace. Let's just go Moment's Peace. Probably should have gone for the deck thinning there. And he just has to leave 2 blockers back. And I pretty much just lose this game. He does have to pressure... He has to present lethal. Or I just don't cast my fog. 4, 5. Sure. Now we're just drawing dead. Sucks that I have to put lethal on one of these to roll over damage. If I did 1 to each. Oh man, life gain. Shoot. Oh man. I'm just beating myself up so bad. I was just like, well duh. Why are you doing that? There was a very specific reason he was doing that. Let's go for it. Here comes... Okay. I know I can attack with one of these because I can pop it back. Griff. I just have to play 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I just have to play like a floppity jillion flyers. Okay, well, let's do this. Well, that's the end of our chain. Oh, F word. Man, that last game was totally winnable. Totally and completely winnable. And I threw it. I threw it. I threw it. So now, right now, the question is, do I want to go get a green mana? Or do I just want my second blue? I'm going to grab green. Seems like the right decision. If I drew Counterspell, it would be wrong. If I drew that, it would be right. And I drew that. The island. This is going to be a game where Stormbound Geist is actually good. I'm going to leave up Mutagenic. Alright, so he's going to probably take Moldrifter. Seagate Oracle. Get in for 2. It's probably a Pestilence deck. I do have a Nature's Claim to fight this. I've played lane this turn, so I know that I can put this on the top. Then I have to decide if I want Sky Shroud Cutter this turn or not. I don't think I do. Probably be taking 1. He's effectively ripped apart my hand. Well, let's play this before we play our land. I don't think that that's keepable. So now we just hold up Counterspell. Hope he doesn't play his 3rd Castigate. Okay. Cycle's Clue. Probably looking for land. Misses land drop. Seagate Oracle means that our bleeding will stop and his bleeding will continue. I'm starting to think that Hooting Mandrill... I'm getting more fond of the idea of Hooting Mandrills. Ooh, a Moldrifter or a Counterspell? I already have a Counterspell, so let's go for the Moldrifter. He seems like a grindy deck. And I'm just going to outvalue him. This should be one of our favorable matchups. Don't care about Lone Missionary. It's just trying to recover some of that life. Okay, so we just found something better than Moldrifter to play, since it's cheaper and it puts double the power on the field. If he edicts us, I'm fine sacrificing the Oracle. So I'm gonna go get a blue. It's fine. Even Rift Watcher. That is also fine. All of my creatures attack profitably into that. Let's get in for another 6. So I haven't played land for turn, so let's go try to find a land. This does risk him playing Pestilence. But he'd have to have Pestilence in hand and find another untapped land. That makes me mad. Okay. We just played land, right? No, that was the thing. We didn't find land. Okay. Yay! Okay, awesome. So what are the chances he's using his graveyard? So far we know these mutagenics have come out every time. But every time I take him out of the deck, I'm just sitting there wishing that they were still in the deck. So I don't know. Aura Flux might be good. I can imagine him having Journey to Nowhere and Pestilence. So I think that's justifiable. Nature's Claim for the same reason. I think I want more Nature's Claims than that. I think he's going to be able to block the cutters. So cut one of those for another Nature's Claim. And then do I want one more? I think I do. I want 3 Nature's Claims. That might be much. That's a little bit much. Let's go with 3 cutters. So no green, but that's pretty normal. I can find it with my ponder, and then I can counterspell. Ooh, or prohibit. Do I want all lands? I think this means I get 2 lands. So no. And then I have to make sure I shuffle. Probably going to get castigated this turn. That card is just too close to castrate. So here we go. Get a forest. And then jam our guy. If he deals with our guy, that means he's not really doing anything else on his turn. If he could just disfigure here, I suppose. You see the pause for him to read our card? That's the best. Like, what is this? How did that come into play? Okay. Yeah. So we're getting castrated. Stormbound guys. Oh, I liked that card. Okay. So he's going to have lots of mana in this game. Let's get in for 2. Start undoing the damage that it did. By damage, I mean healing. Okay. Seagate Oracle. So, second Moldrifter. Ha. Or another Sky Shroud Cutter. I think I'm going to go with the Moldrifter. We can get castigated again. Or we could need to find an answer. That's the Pestilence we were worried about. I can never remember if we played a land. Plays a land. Okay. I could have just right-clicked that. I think we have to pass. Guardian of the Guild Pact, I think, is what he's trying to do. And I can't let him play it. We're going to lose Cutter. I think he's going to let us keep Seagate Oracle. So that it makes it hard to play anything. If he doesn't do that, he'll lose his Pestilence, and I'm okay with that. I don't feel super okay with that. So I'm either looking for... Okay. So if I play the Seagate Oracle, it might seem weird. I'm not leaving up the green for Nature's Claim, but I'll take that. Double check. Lobbert's turn. Played a land. I think Stormbound Geist is fine. Doomblade is okay. Oh, there it is. I kind of want to do it on his end step. That way he's not like overcommitting creatures or anything. It's okay. I think usually the way he would win this game is just make sure that Pestilence never leaves the battlefield. So I'm going to make sure it does leave the battlefield. Probably going to activate it 3 times. Sure. But that's... He's killing my guy and his guy. And we both take a whole bunch of damage. He's going to be at a higher life total. But again, we don't really care about that. There's another Nature's Claim. Fantastic. I'm going to leave up the counterspell for Guardian of the Guild Pact. That seems fine. Stormbound Geist deals with that. I'm still beating myself up about that stupid tokens game that we totally could have won. So let's outclass this creature. So now we got all these Mold Drifters. See how these stack up in our hand, though? That's what I don't like about them. They can refill our hand, and that's great and all, but... I don't know. There's problems with this deck, and like you get to a point when you're playing in just quick matches that you're not really getting any more data. It's just like, I'm winning all the time. Now I feel like I'm trying to find something to replace mutagenic growth. Maybe that was dumb to attack there. I'm going to evoke this. I feel like maybe I'm attacking too much. And I probably should have done that pre-combat. Okay. Sky Shroud Cutter. I'm kind of tentative to cast this for life right now. Unmake. I'm gonna let that resolve. I think the only thing I really care about is his, like, bombs. Yeah, I could have attacked for 2 here if I had done the Sky Shroud. I think I'm gonna end up playing it this turn so that I can put another Wretched Griff on the table. I hope he's debating whether or not to cast a Pestilence, and I hope he does. Come on. Come on. No. Okay. So this is an easy attack since we're going to be playing Sky Shroud. Play that. Sack that. Get a land. Play land. We are to the point where... Ooh. I'm going to cast my counterspell on that. The reason being, I don't want to give him the choice between Counterspell and Nature's Claim. Custody Squire. So that trades with my Stormbound Geist. Is he getting back Pestilence? One vote. So vote for Pestilence. I'm going to go looking for another counterspell. That actually works. Now, what about the rest of these? Because I need 4, that means I have 2 to play with, and that could be these 2. So I think I'm gonna do this. Preordain. And I want the Ponder next turn. Take the Prohibit. So either way, if he stack blocks, my Wretched Griff dies. So I'm going to attack with the Stormbound Geist. I think he's trading here because he thinks he's going to get to play Pestilence. I can't let that happen. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could blow up our whole field, so it's like, we can't just Nature's Claim that. There's Guardian of the Guild Pact. No, I'm gonna do the Ponder. I was gonna go for a Mole Drifter. Stormbound Geist is pretty good. So is Prohibit. Let's be patient. And let's get the Prohibit in hand. And then we wait. Oh, that's a mistake. So I can block with my Geist. So I'm just going to go ahead and attack. I actually don't want to trade it off. This is kind of a bluff because I want to sacrifice it to Wretched Griff. I can actually deal with those, so I'm going to let that resolve. Custody Squire I can't actually deal with. Well, like, it's annoying to deal with. And I can't Prohibit. So I can attack all out. And then get my guy. There we go. Now I can deal with it. And this feels like a lock. What is these? That's what we were saving that for. Got it. All right, round 5. This decides if we are positive or negative. I think this works. All right, Ponder. Second counterspell, huh? Don't think we want another one of those. Is it too early for another counterspell? I don't think it is. I say we just counterspell our little hearts out. Alright, now we're dead. Because he's going to cast a ninja. And ninjas are uncounterable. Isn't that right? Oh, look at that. Gosh, that's so stupid. Well, let's try to freaking find a blocker. I messed up. I could have played that Sky Shroud Cutter. We want these. Don't get tilted. Don't want the Prohibit. Next turn I can cast Wretched Griff with counter backup. But not this Wretched Griff. Because I'll be shuffling it away. That's so annoying. Yeah, go up to 9 cards. Yeah. Uh-huh. You're the best. We're all impressed, Blue Delver. Wow. Wow, did you put the preordained in there yourself? I'm just getting salty now. He's stuck on lands? No, he's not. Ew. They're not matching. So grab the forest. And I misplayed. He would have 1 less card if I didn't misplay. Discards a preordain. So now we can Sky Shortcutter. Can't spell stutter that. And then we can Wretched Griff. Now he can bounce that, which is incredibly annoying. So no bounce. So I don't know what the key cards in this matchup actually are to counterspell. That doesn't look like one of them. Yeah, I have no idea. You know, I would say it's the ninja, but you can't counterspell a ninja. Okay, so Delver's gonna flip. I'm not sure what good that does him. I want to say it's the bounce spells, actually. Bonda. Yeah. They can't run more than like 5. And like a single Wretched Griff or another flyer just completely stonewalls them. So now I'm going to do that. So let's do that, and then we ponder. So I'm kind of changing my heart on whether to keep both of these ponder or preordain. Yeah, I get deeper now, but then later my deck's all diluted. So let's actually bottom this preordain, and I'm going to cast this ponder. No, I'm not. I'm just going to keep it in my hand for decoration. And the board's going to get clogged. I guess enemy counterspells seem pretty important. So I'm completely willing to make that trade and this trade. That's not a trade. Two can play at that game. I could have also used my forest. Counterfight. Counterfight. See, wow, okay, that's a shuffle if I've ever seen one. 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we have things to sack to our Wretched Griff. I don't think he's gonna bounce our Mole Drifter. There's a Ponda. Not hating our chances here. He bounced our Wretched Griff. He's got to have a ninja. Or like 2? Yeah, he had a ninja. Okay. Alright. So let's ease off the gas a little bit. Not going to attack with my guy. Now... I guess I should have cast the Mole Drifter. Counterspell's not terrible. Let's wait a turn. We know we can get... And we know we can block, I think. It's fine. Augur's fine. Mutagenic growth. That's going to be important to keep in mind. Mutagenic growth. I think I found the matchup where they feel really good to have in my hand. I want my Mole Drifter. Now, am I attacking? Patience. Yeah. Vapor Snag. It's bad news bears. Yeah. So we know we block this guy, and then we block this guy. Probably another ninja here. I don't particularly want to lose my Mole Drifter. Okay. So we got both of those. So now we just got to get guys on the field. I think we go Stormbound, and then we emerge. Sacking Stormbound. Leave up Prohibit. Sack that. Passaroni. We have the mana. Kind of afraid of what he could get. Okay. We're in the lead yet? No. If we attack, we're going to be forced to counter Vapor Snags. I feel like... No. Life total isn't important. Life total is not important. This is my mantra. I can go to 1. Like, he's at 28. Attacking for 2 doesn't matter. I have to completely overwhelm him. Five. Gotta have a counter if he's thinking this long. Yeah, a lot of our matches, I think Hooting Mandrills would really make a difference. Just, you know, tap a green, exile a bunch of these cards, and then, like, pull ahead. I said at the beginning of this video that I'm just trying to pull ahead and then, like, maintain that lead with the counter spells. This is the first time that Mutagenic Growth has felt useful. And I feel like that's just the spot that I'm going to be switching out. Okay, got there. Scattershot archers come in. That's it. One thing about Delver is ground blockers are not super important. But Sky Shroud Cutters really do a good job at what they do. Don't think I want to take them out. Mole Drifters seem like they're doing their job. Stormbound Geist. Seagate Oracle might be the card. I'm going to take out Seagate Oracles. Yeah. Yeah. Hey man, daze me. I used to have Rancor in this as well. Just playing a Sky Shroud Cutter and then putting a Rancor in it feels amazing. I went second, right? He's missing land drops. I'll prohibit the next cantrip I see. Nope. Never mind. I guess that counts as a cantrip. I'm not a liar. Okay. Now... no days. So this feels pretty commanding to me. Vapor Snag just to be annoying, I guess. So I'll take the counterspell out of his hand. It's not terrible. We know that we've got like bigger, badder threats coming. Like I can't protect this Mill Drifter with a counterspell. I'm gonna have to tap out for that. So there's an Augur. I could have just left up a Piracy Charm. That's curious. So definitely attack here. I'm so dumb. Okay, no, I got it. I thought he was gonna piracy charm my guy. Let's emerge. That's why I attacked. Let's just double check. I have not played a land this turn. I don't think I am gonna do what I always do and risk it with my ponder. If I miss it next turn, I'm definitely pondering. That's fine. Wow, no land. Very good cards, but no land. I feel like Spell Stutter would have happened on this ponder. I'm gonna shuffle. Alright, that's stupid. Play Stormbound Geist. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna start getting in. Well, let's just play to overwhelm. Vapor Snag means that he can get in with a ninja. Alright, I'm not scared of your Stormbound Geist. So let's... Oh, shoot. Do I want to pump up my Geist? Huh. That looks like counterspell mana to me. I'm gonna wait. Gush is 2 cards, but unless they're like the cards that matter, I don't care. That card feels like it matters. Really fighting over this. If I can get him to fight to the point that he can't cast Ninja, then it doesn't matter anymore. Okay. So now I don't care about that, because the whole reason for casting it doesn't matter. Yeah, he can attack me. Okay. I'm gonna go for a land. Are you kidding me? There's the land. Got 14 life to work with. If he attacks, the Spellstarter Sprite is the block since it gets the most value with Ninja. we're just about stable, I feel like. We were stable, and then that whole counter war happened. Jeez. Alright. So, block, block. Don't really know what that accomplished. I guess that makes it so I can't cast my Wretched Griff. Good on you, dude. Piracy Charmed, my guy. Well prayed. So I'm going to try to get another land. It worked. Okay. I can swap out Wretched Griff for a Mole Drifter. I don't really want to do that. Bouncing a Wretched Griff is bad for me. And bouncing a Mole Drifter is bad for him. So I'll leave the thing that's worse for him. So how many Vapor Snags has he got left? He's used 3. So he could have 1 more Vapor Snag and then any number of snaps. Pretty sure he's not running Snap. He could run Echoing Truth. But that would also return his Stormbound Geist. Gish. Yeesh. Preordain. I don't think he's cast Brainstorm in quite a while. So all the cards... Oh, does he cast... No, he does play Brainstorm. So he's got to have tons of lands in his hand, right? So just an attack with a Stormbound Geist. I will take the bait. Okay, so no mutagenic. So let's go for another Geist. There's just no way his deck can... Oh, wow. Eating my words. I was going to say, there's no way his deck can keep up with all my flyers. And then he did that. So now if he attacks, he's going to get back a Spell Stutter for sure. Doesn't counter anything in my hand. I think we're still okay. Miscreant. Okay, no attack. So now we can play Mole Drifter with counter backup. He could actually Spell Stutter that. Okay. Honda. I like the Wretched Griff, but I don't like the rest of these. I have played land for turn. Please island. That's the first thing I did. So I guess I'll do that. If I cast my Wretched Griff now, I'm just going to be drawing that Terramorphic, and then I'll be drawing that Island. So I'll hold off. Brainstorm. I think we're both just trying to stack our hands with counter spells for the next fight. Another Miscreant. Okay, Relic. That's going to shut off my Stormbound Geist. Actually, it's only going to shut off one Stormbound Geist. So I don't care. So shuffle. Then I think I just, yeah. Can't counter a 7-drop with your fairies. I would still get my card regardless. But I wanted my Griff. So he's looking for a card. So he's not actually going to do anything to my last Stormbound Geist, which is really nice. Yeah. So block, block. Bet you he's going to return that Augur. Nope, just wants a good old card. I got 2 fairies for that. So I'm actually in the clear this turn. To cast my Wretched Griff. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I should have cast this first in case I drew an island. That's okay though. So draw a counterspell. Now we start waiting again. Getting there. Is he gonna deck me? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's actually a legitimate concern, and I have everything I need in my hand. So I'm just gonna hold out. I'm gonna get a little ballsy here. It's fine. So now I'm gonna Seagate Oracle. Wanted the Wretched Griff, and I got it. Patience is the name of the game. So I think he's gonna have to panic draw to try to win, and so he'll deck himself first, if nothing else. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Deprive that. Get him with 2. I'm not going to cast the Sky Shroud Cutter just so I can kill him a little bit faster. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have plenty of cards in my library. I have the time. Just casting that ninja. So I am down to 1 counterspell in hand. I think I'm gonna go for the Oracle. All right. Well, that looks like game to me. All right, we went 3-2. That's not bad. The deck still needs work. Let me know in the comments what exactly you would do with the deck. I think right now what my plan is put in a Hooting Mandrills or something. Think about taking out those mutagenics. It could use some bounce effects. I'm not exactly sure. I think probably down 1 Mole Drifter. So like down 1 Mole Drifter, maybe down 1 of these, so just I only have 1. They didn't come in handy most of the time. But yeah, let me know. That was super fun. See you when I see you.